7 million.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Carpet Day!
Huh?
No!
Hey everybody, how's it going? For this week's bad movie review, or should I say Matrocity review, is going to be Jason X. Now, Jason X is not highly regarded within the Friday the 13th community, so I figured let's just go ahead and talk about it and just view it in a whole new light. Because this movie deserves to be in the Matrocity segment. If you guys do not know what Matrocity is, it's basically movie and atrocity put together to come together to make the word Matrocity. My poor excuse to talk about really bad movies and just have a bit of fun. I already knew this movie was going to be glorious once the movie opened up with really bad 2001 CG that just looks like something out of like Ghost Rider or some of those early 2000 movies. Normally in a Friday the 13th movie, we'll have it take place in Crystal Lake. No, this is Jason X, baby. This is Crystal Lake Research Facility. And the most surprising thing that happened was the fact that Jason is caught at the beginning of the movie. They have him locked up, he's chained up and stuff, he's hanging there until they let some idiot come in there and had to watch him.
Why don't you stare at this for a little while, you ugly bastard?
It was almost like Jason was like, yeah, keep talking smack. You're going to see what's going to happen. Also, David Cronenberg is in this movie. He cameos in this movie.
What the hell?
And then he even faces off against Jason. Well, not faces off. He gets killed. But I was almost expecting The Fly versus Jason. Needless to say, in the opening scene, the scientist basically locks up Jason, puts him in cryo sleep. Then the movie time skips forward into the future. And not only does this movie time skip into the future, it's even better. It's Jason X, baby. Jason in space. Something I noticed about the opening as well too is that when Jason was killing those people back in the past before we got to the future and in space, Jason has no footsteps, which is funny that I noticed that, and it's almost like the movie is self-aware of this. This movie can be summed up into one word: parody. I feel like a lot of people who are fans of the Jason Voorhees character take this movie a little bit too seriously and don't view it as what it actually is, and that is, this is basically a parody movie. I mean, as a matter of fact, they're not even allowed to call it Friday the 13th. And Jason also doesn't traditionally look like the Jason that I'm used to either. Like, he has like hair in the back of his head and stuff like that. It's just really, really interesting movie, and it does all these things that are just very self-aware that it's kind of hard not to have fun with it.
I don't think he's out there.
Why don't you just stick your head out and have a peek?
Funny, especially the fact that they always acknowledge that the characters are just horny in this movie. They're all just horny. Like, there's this part where they're trying to unfreeze the main protagonist character from cryosleep because she got caught up in that as well while trying to freeze Jason. And they're like, a female, yeah. I mean, the spaceship looks super cheap. I mean, like, this looks like a laser tag arena. Like, they're just walking through and it just like looks like stuff that you would see where you just kind of duck and cover behind some stuff. Like, this is just really bad looking set work. But I think that's the point to this whole movie. People are just horny in this movie. They're all just making out with each other and just banging and stuff like that. They even have a part where they have robotic nipples. An android. Robotic nipples. And then they even fall off.
Nice.
This movie is amazing. I think that's the whole point, is that you're not really supposed to care about these characters when Jason kills them. They're just there to be placeholders for those kills and just have satisfactory kills in this movie. And again, they even make fun of Jason as well, because Jason just teleports in this movie. There's a part where they're operating on him and stuff like that after thawing him out, and he teleports. Like, you would hear this dude walking, but they don't. And this leads into where he just goes on a killing spree, taking out everybody in this movie as well. One of the best kills in this movie is where he grabs a lady's head and just puts it in nitro, what was it? Nitro, oh, Jesus Christ. Liquid nitrogen, and just freezes their head. And you know Jason is going to kill all these horny people in the movie too. Now there is one character who is an exception in this movie. He's a smart brother. Alright? He's a brother. He's awesome. There's a part where the main guy who runs the ship that they're on is like, you need to bring in Jason alive. And he's like, offers him all these bribes and stuff like that, and he's like, yeah, we'll take the bribe, we'll bring him in alive. Then when the doors close, he's talking to his team, and he's like, yeah, I just told him we're taking an offer. He's like, we're taking this dude out. I'm like, this dude is smart as I don't know what. He's like, no, I am taking this dude out. We're not trying to take this dude alive. He is too much of a threat. And I gotta acknowledge that I loved him. Too bad he didn't make it at the end of the movie. Of course, they always kill off the black guy.
It's gonna take more than a poke in the ribs to put down this old dog. Yeah, that ought to do it.
And you can even argue that in this Friday the 13th movie that Jason has the highest kill count. He kills a bunch of people in very weird, creative ways. There's even a part where he screws somebody on this thing, and then the characters are like, we found the body. They're screwed. Just really, really bad puns in this movie. But I would say the highest kill count, because he blows up a whole space station, which I guess it doesn't count because he took out the driver, but still, he led to the ship blowing up this entire space station, was full of I think 60 people. That's a lot of people, and that's a part of his resume of kills, I guess.
What's going on?
There are even cheesy lines in this movie. There's a whole part where the main captain of the ship, Jason, just grabs his old machete. He turns around and he's like, guys, it's okay. He just wanted his machete back.
Guys, it's okay. He just wanted his machete back.
Like, they know what they're doing in this movie. They're not even trying to hide the bad effects or anything like that. They're not even trying to hide the cheesy lines. They're just going for it and just having a blast in this movie. All the kills are fun. The characters are fun. Everything's fun. I mean, Jason even gets blown up by an android lady, the android lady with the nipples that fell off, right? And then afterwards, Jason X is born using nanite technology to rebuild him. This is ridiculous. But of course, somehow they beat Cyber Jason even though they were barely surviving regular Jason. And then they all get off the ship, happy ending, or two people get off the ship, happy ending. Yeah, this movie doesn't have a lot of substance. The kills are just there to kill off dumb, stupid, horny characters. And just here to have a blast. We're just here to have a blast. And I feel like a lot of people take this movie a little bit too seriously, especially since it's a Friday the 13th movie. A lot of people love Jason Voorhees, and I completely understand that. It's a complete tonal shift. But in terms of being a slasher movie as well, that just has fun with it and just goes completely bananas, this is a overall fun movie, and it's hard for me to really hate this movie. It's still a bad movie. It's horribly bad, but it's a load of fun, and I absolutely think that it still deserves its place in the Matrocity segment for a load of reasons. Comment below why you think this should be in the Matrocity segment, and let me know your favorite scenes that are from Jason X. You guys are awesome. I love all of you guys. I love the support that you guys give. Make sure you guys like this video, upvote it to let YouTube know that you guys are enjoying what you're watching. And as always, if you guys like the video, make sure to subscribe today to join the Azilization.
Why don't you stare at this for a little while, you ugly bastard?